While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career that they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And off we go from OKC. Returnable from the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Out there, punter. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So out comes for their first possession. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Dump off to his fullback. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. McCarthy throwing here. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Now out comes the field goal units as they try this one. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Watson now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Dumps it off to his running back.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On play action now, McCarthy. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position.
Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. As he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. 2nd and 3 now. It's a design boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
He's got it at the 6. Touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Chicago getting set to take the field down. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. They'll run here on first down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense ready to take the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Running this one left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Working from the gun, Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them, will set up that critical play action for later.
Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's got it at the 5. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They pitch it out to him here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Back to him again on 3rd and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there, back-to-back stops, and decision time now on 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Their offense running back out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on him. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's ball. First and 10 from the 41. Plowing up the middle. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Throwing now, off play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Now McCarthy. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep trying.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. Second quarter lead. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. Their lead to 3. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Now we're on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. And it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. 2nd and 3 now. Another carry for him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Ball at the 33 for first down. To throw, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42. This is complete to Waller. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Waller with the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Back to the air, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Escapes his grip, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Call their first time out. 3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're returning their offense and this running back to the field. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First and 10, here's Watson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. He's back to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. And it is good. No problems there on the... So we've reached halftime. Check in with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs. For real, the countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much. 15-yard line. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, that's when they should have run instead.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Watson to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Hand off to the back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Watson. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And this one touchdown inside the 30. Set for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 31. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for down. Now give left side. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's second and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he has the Chicago touchdown! 9-point advantage. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. 10-point ball game. Kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. Here comes their offense out again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And they send a man in motion. Watson. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Picked up at the 38. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be their football coming up. Nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Chicago. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. 3-possession lead. Team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Another drive coming up for this offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. A give now from the gun. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Hauled in left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. An extra defensive back for this 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. He put some juice on it deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sticking to the air with Watson. He's on the move. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They give it to him again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 yards, and that brings up 2nd and goal. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! Making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Trying for it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now heads back out to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, But if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. This is taken at the 44. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. New series coming up following the punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. First throw for the backup now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And they're going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a first down. He'll look to throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! Get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. Make it an 11-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Here comes that on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards in one game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards. And that's good for first down. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Motioning the tight end now. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Have some new life in the 4th.
Well, they threw an extra defensive back or 2 out there hoping for an outcome just like this. That dime defense put bodies everywhere. No matter where the throw went, there was a defender around who could have tried making a play on it.
This offense ready to get going again now. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll come out throwing. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Not quite on the same page for that snap, and the flags come in. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Throwing now from the gun. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders, not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Pass play now. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot? Their
offense returning to the field for another possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back to the well again. Just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. Now outruns their offense to take over. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He just throws this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing from near his own goal line. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
So after we saw 4th down last snap, now we've got 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And they'll kneel this down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
It's 3rd and goal, back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back out runs their offense. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Space pass to 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll throw on first. Buys time, rolling right. And this one doesn't go far. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. And they'll spike it here and leave us with 45 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And covers. He records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. This one on the road. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for week 1. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Says we bid you farewell from Oklahoma City.